Foundations of Love: How to Build and Sustain a Happy Relationship and Family. Please don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to our channel if you like the content. Chapter 13: Effective Communication Within the Family. Communication is key. Seriously, if there's one thing every family needs, it's effective communication. When communication is clear and open, everyone feels heard, supported, and understood. But when communication breaks down, it can lead to misunderstandings, frustration, and conflict. Luckily, good communication is something you can build with a little bit of practice, and it's well worth the effort. Communication isn't just about words, it's about listening, body language, and even the timing of conversations. Good family communication is honest, respectful, and kind. It means speaking up when you need something, listening when someone else does, and working through conflicts together. And yes, it's also about knowing when to just let the little stuff go. Active listening. Show you're paying attention. One of the best ways to improve communication within your family is to practice active listening. Active listening means giving the other person your full attention, showing that you're truly interested in what they're saying. This might seem simple, but it's easy to get distracted, especially with phones, screens, and the busyness of everyday life. Active listening means making eye contact, nodding, and offering small verbal responses like "I see" or "go on." It also means resisting the urge to interrupt or jump in with your own thoughts until the other person is finished. Just by practicing active listening, you can help everyone in your family feel more valued and understood. Pro tip: when someone is speaking, try to focus fully on their words rather than thinking about your response. Let them finish, and then take a moment to consider what they've said before replying. Life example: the phone-free talk. Your child wants to tell you about something that happened at school. Instead of half listening while scrolling through your phone, you put the phone down, make eye contact, and give them your full attention. They feel heard, and you strengthen the bond through focused, active listening. Using I statements instead of you statements. When sharing how you feel, it's easy to start sentences with you like, "You always leave a mess." But starting with you can sound like an accusation, making the other person defensive. Instead, use I statements to express your feelings without placing blame. I statements focus on your own experience and help keep things constructive. For example, instead of saying, "You never help with the dishes," try saying, "I feel overwhelmed when I have to handle all the dishes alone." This approach keeps things calm and encourages your family to work together to find solutions. Pro tip: practice switching. Use statements to I statements. It might feel awkward at first, but with practice, it'll become more natural and much more effective. Life example: the messy room. Your teenager's room is a disaster, and you're frustrated. Instead of saying, "You're so messy," you try, "I feel stressed when I see the room like this because it makes the house feel cluttered." By using I statements, you avoid placing blame and start a productive conversation about keeping shared spaces tidy. The power of tone and body language. How you say something is often just as important as what you say. Your tone of voice, facial expressions, and body language can all influence how your message is received. If you're saying the right words but with a harsh tone or crossed arms, your family might still feel like you're upset or annoyed. Keep your tone neutral and your body language open, especially during sensitive conversations. If you're feeling frustrated, take a few deep breaths before speaking. By paying attention to tone and body language, you can make sure your message is heard in the way you intend. Pro tip: practice speaking with a calm tone and open body language. If a topic feels tense, take a short break to gather your thoughts before continuing. Life example: the keep it calm approach. Let's say you're discussing chores with your partner, and things start to feel tense. Instead of letting frustration creep into your tone, you take a few deep breaths and keep your voice calm. This helps prevent the conversation from turning into an argument, making it easier to find a solution. Making time for regular check-ins. Sometimes, communication breaks down simply because everyone is busy and distracted. That's why regular family check-ins can be so helpful. These are short conversations where everyone has a chance to share how they're doing, talk about any concerns, or just catch up. Family check-ins don't have to be formal. It can be as simple as a few minutes at dinner or a weekly family meeting. The goal is to create a safe, open space for everyone to share and feel heard. By making check-ins a regular habit, you build a foundation of trust and open communication. Pro tip: choose a time each week for a family check-in. Encourage everyone to share a high and low from their week, or simply talk about anything on their mind. Life example: the weekly check-in. Every Sunday night, your family sits down for a quick check-in. You each share one thing that went well during the week and one thing that was challenging. This routine gives everyone a chance to talk and listen, strengthening family communication over time. Resolving conflicts without blaming. Every family has disagreements, but how you handle them makes all the difference. When conflicts come up, focus on finding solutions rather than assigning blame. Remember, it's not about who's right or wrong. It's about understanding each other and working through issues as a team. Try to stay calm and avoid bringing up past conflicts. Focus on the current issue, listen to each other's perspectives, and work together to find a solution that works for everyone. Pro tip: when you feel tempted to assign blame, remind yourself of the bigger picture. Working together is more important than winning an argument. Life example: the screen time disagreement. Your family has different opinions on screen time, which often leads to arguments. Instead of getting frustrated, you all sit down to discuss the issue calmly. Everyone shares their perspective, and you come up with a compromise that allows for screen time while prioritizing family time. By focusing on solutions, you avoid turning the conversation into a blame game. Knowing when to apologize. Apologies are a powerful tool for building trust and showing respect. When communication goes wrong or tempers flare, a sincere apology can help smooth things over. It shows that you value the relationship and are willing to take responsibility for your actions. An apology doesn't have to be elaborate. A simple, "I'm sorry for raising my voice earlier," can go a long way in mending hurt feelings. Apologizing also sets a great example for kids, teaching them the importance of taking responsibility. Pro tip: be specific in your apology. Instead of a vague, "I'm sorry," acknowledge exactly what you're apologizing for and why it matters. Life example: the "I'm sorry" moment. After a long day, you accidentally snap at your partner over a minor issue. Realizing it wasn't fair, you apologize. "I'm sorry for snapping at you. I had a stressful day, but that's not an excuse." This small apology helps repair the moment and keeps communication open. Building strong communication habits. Effective communication within a family takes practice, but it's worth the effort. By actively listening, choosing I statements, watching your tone, and making time for regular check-ins, you build a family culture where everyone feels respected, valued, and heard. And when conflicts come up, you'll have the tools to work through them in a constructive way. So keep practicing these habits, and remember that good communication is a skill that grows over time. Your family's ability to communicate openly and honestly will strengthen your connection, making home a place where everyone feels supported and understood. Settings: voice, female, tone, energetic, and fun.